Hello everybody, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you your weekly tarot reading for Woo Woo Wednesday. I love connecting with you guys and sharing intuitive information that comes through the tool of tarot with you guys to see what kind of energy is up for the week and what we can be on the lookout for. So just a heads up, on Sunday we have a new moon in Pisces, and Pisces is the most intuitive and psychic sign of the zodiac. So know that when we move into this new moon, this new phase, we are invited to go with the flow. How exciting is that? It's all about trusting your intuition and letting those intuitive nudges lead the way and surrendering to what is actually happening in the moment and going with the flow of what is rather than trying to control what we think needs to happen. So thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing what message comes up for this Woo Woo Wednesday reading. I want to say hello to everyone who is live here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about the energy of the week or tarot specifically, be sure to leave them in the comments. I love hearing all about what it is that you have going on in your life, what it is you're manifesting, and what it is you'd like to change. So know that this Sunday we have a new moon and it invites us to set new intentions. We literally have the ability to reinvent ourselves in any moment. We can choose to be a new person, more of who we really are in each moment. So when we have a new moon, it's like extra good juju energy to make that shift and commit to being more of who you are and more authentic. Anne says, we're at the park, followed my intuition to leave the house. Oh, that's so great. I literally just walked in from the park. I needed to go get myself a dose of nature and I am filled. And so I thought, what perfect timing to jump on and do Woo Woo Wednesday after I have filled my own cup. Guys, this is a really important message to fill your own cup before you go out into the world and be of service to them, because you want to make sure that you have energy to share of abundance, coming from a place of abundance rather than a place of, just burnout and over giving rather. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle with the intention that everyone watching receives the message that they most need in this moment. And the way this works is that you trust your own intuitive nudges, your imaginations, the visions that you create as I read these cards to you and share the messages that come through. This is how you'll know how you can pertain this particular how you can use this particular message in your life. So I'm going to shuffle with the intention that we receive the message we most need during this time of transition into the new moon. Guys, I cannot talk today. This is awesome. Okay, so we've got our first card. Hello, Sarah. I've missed this live forever. Meant to be today. Yes, maybe there's something here for you, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining all the way from Australia. I wish I had your accent. All right, guys. Whoa, that was crazy. I am looking for the second card to pop up. There it is. And we are going for the third card to see what energy is up for this week. Hello, Clarissa. Thank you so much for joining on Woo Woo Wednesday. These cards are crazy active right now. All right, what is the final message you will have us know for this week? Patience is key when you are shuffling your tarot. You want to make sure the right message aligns with you, and it takes time for it to show up sometimes. Sometimes they'll just flip over immediately. You can't even get your hands off the deck before it starts yelling at you. All right, what is the message that we most need in this moment right now? Here we go. All right, guys, we've got our three cards. And again, if you have any questions about tarot or about the new moon that is happening on Sunday in the sign of Pisces, be sure to leave them in the comments. All right, open, ask, kiss. Okay, thank you for that. Hello, Gwen. Hey, Jen. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, who's ready to get started? I can't wait to see the first card. Yes, 10 of Ariel. I love this card. Notice that there is an Eiffel Tower in the back, and these ladies are having a nice luncheon. Hello, Miss Catherine. This card is number 10. It's about ending. So as we move into the new moon on Sunday, we are closing a chapter. So the number 10 signifies that it is the end of a cycle. So it says there is so very much to be grateful for. financial success, and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. I absolutely love this card, and I celebrate every time it shows up because it just reminds us that we are filled with abundant blessings in our life, and all it takes is a simple mindset shift to notice how much abundance is in our life. So know that there is so much to be grateful for in your life, and the more you express gratitude for what you have in your life, the more abundance you draw into your life moving forward. So it's saying that you're at the promise of retirement, and it doesn't mean that you're old and that you're not going to be of service to the world. It just means that you're closing a chapter and that you can begin again. It doesn't mean that you're never going to work or you're not going to bring in abundance. It's just reminding us that we are closing a chapter. It also says a rich and rewarding family life. Remember what's important in life, guys. It's the relationships that we cultivate first and foremost with ourselves, and then with the people that we love, our friends and our family. And then, your community and the world at large, because essentially we are all one big family. So slow down, recognize the blessings, the abundance, and what's really important in your life, your friends and your family. And again, the most important relationship you will ever have is with you. So be thankful for all that is happening in your life, knowing that you will be divinely supported along your path. Oh, this is a good one. Knight of Raphael. This is all about romantic partners sweeping you off your feet. It says romance, dramatic, poetic, introspective, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. I really enjoy this card coming up because it's reminding us again to have a little romance in our life, to let love lead the way. It's saying that, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you might be in a committed romantic partnership, like husband, married, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, but it could be a committed partnership with you and your new business. I have a feeling that this also not only is involving romantic relationships, but also the love that you have for the business that you're committed to. It says being swept off your feet in situations that make your heart flutter. Again, we are moving into a chapter of one that we get to write. So let's write one that makes us excited. You get to decide what it is you want to create in your life and what you want to focus on in your life. So be sure to focus on the things that make your heart sing. All right, another Raphael card came up. Raphael is the archangel that you can call upon for relationships. So if you're searching for a soulmate, sorry, I couldn't think of the word. If you're searching for a soulmate, then you can call upon Archangel Raphael to help bring you in alignment and meeting with this person. Okay, so the next card, like I said, came up is a Raphael card. I want you guys to all look at this card and notice the colors on here. Look at the buckets of colors and let me know in the comments immediately which color resonates the most with you right now. What color is calling your name? This card says, it's time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Okay, if you're really quick, if you guys aren't subscribed to my newsletter, this week's video is all about reinventing yourself, and it is literally this exact message. So I highly recommend that you join BrittanyCarmichael.com and sign up for the newsletter so that you can get this reinvention video on Friday, because I feel like this will really help you dive in deep in shifting your story and creating what it is you want. So this card, it says time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and a need for detoxification. So the reason why I asked you guys what color resonates the most with you is that is the chakra that is possibly out of balance or out of alignment in your life right now. So I'm going to roll through what each color is and what it pertains to, but I'm going to scroll back really quick and see what you guys had to say. I see a lot of greens. We've got a lot of purples. Okay, this is good, guys. Beautiful. Here we go, orange and purple. Detoxes happen in multiple cards. Yes, we have been invited to detox. It is very, very clear right now that we have to cleanse our physical body so that we can prepare for the next step of our spiritual evolution. As I mentioned recently in one of my videos, When you are in a low vibrating state, it's so much harder to hear divine guidance and angelic guidance because it's coming from such a high vibrational state. So if you want to hear your intuition or your spirit guides or angels or the divine, then it's important that you raise your vibration. And that includes detoxing the chemicals that are bringing you down, detoxing the processed food with, who even knows? If you can't pronounce it, it is not real. If it doesn't go from the ground, it wasn't meant for you to eat, okay? So we need to raise our energy so that we can hear that divine guidance. Christy says, I'm in detox mode with myself and purging my house of clutter. Yes, I keep getting the message to let go of old unwanted things or old outdated things in my house. And so we've been going through every drawer, one drawer at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just pick one little area of your house and go through one like drawer in your kitchen. Finish it, get rid of what you need, and then move to the next one. I know that before I learned this trick, I would just go into the closet, pull everything down, and be so overwhelmed and make a bigger mess than when I started. So what I had to do was start breaking it down into small bite-sized chunks, one drawer at a time, one section of the closet, just tank tops or just t-shirts or just dresses, and go through that. That'll help you to break down your decluttering. I also have a kick-ass detox and declutter guide that I'll be sure to post in the comments below for you guys that you can grab for free. This will help walk through the different categories and sections in your life that you need help in detoxing, and maybe even places you've never even considered, like your email inbox. There's great apps and tools like the Unroll Me app that will help you to declutter all of the bombardment that's going on in your life. Just did my closet today. I mean, really, seriously, guys. Okay, so Catherine says yellow. So let me go through what these mean for you. So these represent each chakra, and each chakra vibrates at a certain level, and that's why it produces a certain sound, its own unique color. And as you move up the chakra system closer to your crown chakra, where once your kundalini energy rises through all chakras and you're an open spinning vortex of energy, then that is what they consider enlightenment or samadhi, whatever you want to call it. So the way this journey works, the spiritual journey works, is that when you set the intention to evolve spiritually, you awaken the kundalini energy that sits in the bottom of your spine. So at the first chakra that it will reach is the red chakra. I didn't see anybody say red. So this is the chakra of stability, security, of comfort, knowing that your environment is stable. So this is all about being grounded. Moving up, the next one we have is the orange chakra, and that sits right behind your navel, and this is your central sacral chakra, sensual sacral chakra. Goodness, this is hard to talk. I can't talk today, guys. This is crazy. And this is all about your creativity and your sexual energy. And so many of us women shut that system down. And when we shut that down because we've been possibly abused in the past, we then block all of the energy from moving up through the rest of our body, through the rest of our chakras, so that we miss the guidance that comes from each system because we've shut off the energy. We're like, nope, I don't want to deal with that. I'm repressing it. And we don't allow for that energy to continue to rise and move through the stages of evolution that we need. So sacral chakra is the orange. Moving up from there is the yellow. Yellow. It's your solar plexus. It's right at, it's like right on your abs. And this is your will house, your courage. This is like your empowerment center. This is like where all your energy and power is coming from. And this shows up out of alignment whenever we're afraid to take the next step or we're lacking motivation. I didn't see any yellow. So moving up to the next one is the green. Green is your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is the biggest chakra that extends so far. It even goes down into the hands and the palms, and that's why you have healing hands, because the energy from the hands is coming directly from the heart. That's why massage therapists, Reiki healers, hairdressers, people that are using their hands, chiropractors, don't let me forget any of the amazing people out there, but people that are using their hands and channeling the energy and intent of healing are able to express that through that energy channel. Clarissa says, I need to continue working on my solar plexus. Orange is highly used recently, Anne says. So yeah, when you notice these colors showing up in your life, maybe you start noticing tons of yellow flowers or the color green keeps showing up. It's again a therapeutic reminder of healing, that something is out of balance, and you can heal yourself with just the colors of clothes that you're wearing. I'm like decked out in pink today. I noticed that earlier and I was like, okay, I must be in a heart zone because the other color for the heart is pink. It's green and pink. So I guess my heart wants to be expressed and open today. So you'll begin to notice the colors, and they're signs to help guide you to make that healing or adjust. So the heart chakra is a big one. This happens when we're closing ourselves off from receiving love, and also when we close ourselves off from giving love. If you have any heart issues or ailments, diseases in the heart, then something within that energetic system is blocked, and there's an old belief or story that needs to be healed and transmuted. So moving up from the heart chakra, we've got blue. This is your throat. This is your another part of your creative expression. It's speaking your truth and standing up for what you believe in. This was something that I had to practice in my lifetime, healing my throat chakra from holding back whenever I wanted to speak up on what was really important to me. And as I healed that, as I began to speak up and stand firm in my beliefs and grounded in my truth, I was able to heal the actual physical ailments that were happening with my throat and my tonsils. Clarissa says, I don't look good in yellow, LOL. I don't eat many yellow foods either. That is really important. Thank you for bringing that up. You can also activate those chakras with matching the same color of food that you're eating. So bananas would be another great one for yellow. If you don't eat it and you don't want to wear it, then paint with it or get some kind of art piece that has yellow in it, or even buy yellow flowers. Like I said, that will help to activate that energy within you. So moving up from the throat chakra, we have the third eye chakra, and this is a purple color down here. Actually, I think it's this purple color, the darker one. And then this one's our crown chakra. So the third eye is clairvoyant seeing. It's your intuition. It's where you are gaining the knowingness. It's where it defies logic. This is where, when you just know something, this is where it's coming from. And so many of us shut down our clear seeing because we're afraid of seeing the truth. And if we haven't moved past our throat chakra, then it's going to be harder to see it and to own it more clearly. Then moving up from our third eye chakra, we have our crown chakra. And the crown chakra is all about your connection to the cosmic divine. Your root chakra, the red, shoots energy down into the earth and grounds us to the earth. And then our crown chakra is the top end portal that opens up and sends our energy to the universe, and that connects us. You want to become this open flowing channel where you're pulling up energy from the earth and sending it up through to the divine. It's a beautiful system, and if you've ever seen a picture of what the energetic system looks like, it'll give you a bigger appreciation for our body and what it's doing that we can't actually see with our physical eye. And when you notice that your energy's out of alignment, maybe you have headaches or, like I said, dis-eases. Each chakra is connected to different organs in the body. Like I mentioned, the heart chakra and the heart, the sacral chakra with your sexual organs. So your organs are tied to these chakras, and if you're creating dis-ease in your body, then the physical ailments will begin to manifest so that you can make that shift energetically. It all starts with shifting the energy and healing and transforming. And like I said, it could be a thought, a belief, a past experience that you're holding on to and looking at from the wrong perspective. Or I don't like saying right or wrong, but you understand what I mean when I say that. So there's something that needs to be healed if it's blocked and the energy is trapped. So that takes even deeper work than we can do here. I would highly recommend a one-on-one session to get started if you want to start uncovering those blocks. But I digress. So I just took you guys through the chakra system, and maybe that helped to give you a little bit more clarity on if something's off in your life, you can then associate it with the energy center that's being blocked off, and it'll give you more clarity and guidance on what action steps you need to take around that energy to begin to heal it. If you have any specific questions about the chakras or what's connected, of course you can Google it, but I would love to know what your specific questions are, so leave them in the comments. All right, guys, this was a beautiful reading about closing the chapter, starting fresh again, detoxing. You've got to get rid of the chemicals. This is the loudest message that is coming through for today, is to let go of the past and start fresh. Clear out the system. This is exactly why I've been doing the fasting at the beginning of the month, so that I can prepare myself, empty myself to receive what's new and next for me. Michelle says, I have PTSD and feel like I'm going mad. What chakra do you think I should work on? And I would love for you to reach out to Michelle, because I know this is something that you've been working on deeply to heal yourself if you feel called to. And I don't actually know which chakra that you would go to for PTSD right off the top of my head, but I can tell you that it is the way in which you're visualizing the story and the past experience that you had. And when you begin to shift the heart chakra, and it makes sense, I feel like it's got to be in the heart, because there's some like withholding of love. So it makes sense that you would say that. So I invite you to explore that traumatic incident for you, and step back when you're exploring it and look at it from a higher perspective. I know that this can be a deep topic, but it's all in the mind. It's all how you're looking at it. And when you shift the way you're looking at it, you begin to release the story and release the hold and energy that you've allowed it to create in your life. Psoas treatment for trauma. Thank you, Clarissa. That's great. Psoas is in the solar plexus, and Clarissa says sacral and root. I don't know if you Googled that or if you intuitively know that, but I don't know that there's a specific chakra that is linked to that versus needing to do some kind of past experience work or healing. The more I do, the less I feel connected with the world around me. Problem is, there's many memories and I release one and another comes up. Well, this is the work you must do. As they come up and you release and heal them, you've got more shit to deal with. It will come up because it needs to be released. So know that as this comes up and you heal it and you become stronger and wiser, you then will move into the next one more courageous, more confident in yourself, and it'll become easier to heal and shift all of these old emotions that need to be released. Anne says, your heart for PTSD affects your heart deeper than your mind. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much for your open honesty about this topic. I know it's a tough one. I haven't personally dealt with it, so I'm not the perfect person to teach you on it. Although if you wanted to dive into where the blocks are in the mind on a one-on-one session, I'd be able to see more clearly. I'm also not going to blast anyone's messages or whatever I'm psychically picking up on when we're not in a one-on-one session. So I hope that this helps. Anne says layers. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate the help from Michelle. You're so welcome. Thank you again for sharing. Something that I've mentioned in the past, even to you, and is when we talk about I have PTSD, you're owning it, you're affirming it, you're claiming it. So if you want to begin to release those emotions and let go of that label, then you have to begin to change the story and stop claiming PTSD as if you own it, because it isn't yours. You did create it in your mind, but it's not it's not who you really are. So we can begin to shift the story, and that begins to shift the energy and the stronghold that you think it may have on you. I feel it a lot in my stomach. Well, that's important to notice that, because again, that is where your solar plexus chakra is. It is your willpower and your courage system. So I hope this helped you guys know that we are closing out the chapter. We are going to be swept off our feet, and we need to choose things that make our heart flutter. And it's time to detox. And whatever color resonated with you is the chakra that needs a little adjustment. So make a decision, be clear on what you want, make sure it's something that's in alignment with what brings you joy, and know that you will be abundantly rewarded and blessed the more you give appreciation to what you have in your life. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And guys, if you want to dive in deeper and you would like a one-on-one, feel free to click the link in the comments above here. I would be happy to work with you guys and move past some of the blocks that have been created so that you can move forward in your life freely. I want to help you guys see your own beautiful light and truth shining. So if you feel called, be sure to connect one-on-one, and I will be happy to guide you along your journey. Thank you so much for joining me for this Woo Woo Wednesday. Again, if you have any questions about tarot or anything we talked about, chakras or releasing, giving yourself a mindset makeover, feel free to ask. I am so grateful for all of the love and support that you guys share, and I can't wait to see you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series, where Chris and I will be talking all about how to meditate. Remember, it's important to give love, be kind, and be yourself, because that is the greatest gift you can give to the world. I'll see you guys later.